Welcome to our webinar tonight. Tonight we're celebrating Carers Week, and I'd really like to make a call out to all of our wonderful carers who are joining us online tonight. Hopefully you're all sitting back with your wine and cheese or your drink of choice, and you're able to enjoy this period of time to listen to our wonderful speaker. All of you are engaged with IDFA, and you know that part of our mission is to support carers. So many of you look after people with immune deficiency, and we understand that that is a really big responsibility, and it is really important that we provide services for carers and just some tips and tricks on how to look after yourself. So tonight is all about you, and I'm really pleased to be able to introduce to you Felicity Rogers, who is the Education and Training Officer for Carers New South Wales. Felicity is going to go through a wonderful presentation about how to look after yourself as a carer. Felicity has some wonderful strategies to help you take some time out every now and then and just make sure that you're really practicing self-care. If you do have any questions throughout the course of the webinar, please pop those into the Q&A, and I'll pop back online at the end of the presentation and we can answer those questions for you. We also will make the resources available, both the Carers New South Wales resources and the IDFA resources. So please sit back, relax and enjoy the webinar, and I'll now hand over to Felicity.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much, Carolyn. I'll just get the slides up. Okay. No, it's not working. Okay, that wasn't working, so I'll try it again. Sorry. Before I do start, I would just like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land I'm in today at Hornsby Shire, and that's the people of the Darug and the Guringai people. I'd also like to pay respect to the elders, both past and present, and extend that respect to other Aboriginal people here today. Now, I'm really sorry, for some reason my sharing has stopped, so I'll just need to get it out again. And also what I will cover today, I will cover the impact of caring, and also recognise the importance of looking after your physical and mental and emotional well-being, and identify the areas of your health that you require attention, recognise and act on your individual self-care needs, and know where to access information and support as well. And I said that it's always does really well when you do it in a trial run. Before it's wonderful, and then when you come to do it, sometimes it wasn't. I'm sorry about the delay. No, hopefully it will work this time. Yes, sorry about that. Okay. Now, what I would like to just, as I mentioned, to understand the impacts of caring, Carolyn, can I just ask what you can see at the moment?
Yes, we can see your presentation. You just need to extend it to full screen and we'll be good to go.
You don't have full screen, okay.
No. It's quite visible as it is.
No, I can you see notes as well? Because I can actually see notes.
No, we can just see the slides.
Okay, interesting. How about now? Is it full screen?
That's perfect now.
Oh, good. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Yeah. So just the impact of caring. And yes, carers do actually have the lowest collective well-being, and no evidence carers adapt to situations either. So carers caring less than 2 years, and the well-being of households is also impacted. And that's obviously regardless of the caring as well. And as carers, yes, you do generally put your needs last, which can impact on your health and well-being. But it is important to go easy on yourself and take time for self-care if you can. And look, there is many challenges, as we all know, in the caring role, and you would know it better than me. And yes, there are emotional challenges, and the anxiety that you can feel. And COVID-19 has obviously increased the anxiety and the frustration, and also that feeling of, well, I'm really totally overwhelmed, and I'm very concerned about the person or the people that I'm caring for, and how is it affecting them, and also if I wasn't able to get the services that I generally had coming to my home. And that also can impact on a person's physical health as well, because they can obviously get very stressed, and they're doing probably more lifting. You could be doing more lifting than you normally are, and that can mean that you become tired, injured, lack of sleep, and back pain. And also with lockdown, social and cultural relationships with others, education and employment, it may be harder for you to go to full-time employment, and social isolation as well. And caring does also impact on on the earnings, particularly if you're not able to work, housing concerns, extra expenses, and also loss of savings also. But there are some positive impacts of caring as well. I mean, we'll look at ways to improve your health, but also look at the positive impacts of caring also. It's not always the case. Some days you're having a down day, but certainly you can think of, well, it provides a relief of providing a safe and loving environment for the person or the people who need care. And at times too, it can mean that you develop a stronger and closer relationship with the person that you're caring for. I know since I've been caring for my mother, our relationship has got very much closer. She'll still tell me that my brother is her favourite child, but we really do have a really close relationship. And quite a lot of carers too feel that sense of achievement. I wasn't, before I didn't do all the bills, I didn't pay for all the bills, and I didn't use the computer and online banking. And that's that great feeling that, yes, I have achieved something. And that can be a carer at any age as well. And also that renewed sense of love and commitment. And yes, I certainly do feel that. And with the sense of achievement, what I mentioned, also learning new skills. But there are potential barriers to self-care as well. And where do I start? Quite often people say, I don't really know where I can start. And it can be, for example, that it's a real stumbling block because the person hasn't done this before. You haven't done this before and unaware of what is out there. And it can change too as you are caring in the caring role, that the person you're caring for, their needs change, and you may not know the necessarily areas to find that assistance. And certainly, it's with the multiple responsibilities that a person could have as well. And yes, I'm caring for my child, but I have other children I'm caring for, and also my partner, and my parents need help as well. And I have a job. So there's multiple responsibilities, and the perceived lack of opportunity as well, and guilt that you feel that, well, I may not be, I can't look after myself because I really have to keep caring for everybody else. And so you don't focus on your self-care needs. And also there's expectations as well. No, I really can't do it at the moment because I've got to care for others. And it can also be your belief and values that, yes, it's my responsibility. They're my child. They're my parents. It's my belief and values that I have to look after them. And some carers are also reluctant to plan ahead because they don't want to upset anyone also, and particularly the person or the people they're caring for. And the topic can be difficult to approach with family and friends as well. And also they worry that if they start focusing more on themselves, that it could create conflict with the family. Now, taking care of your physical health. Just think, when was the last time that you went for a checkup? And I know some people know that they have they need to go and they don't. And I think once a year or more often if complicated. I think certainly as people get over, it's more often. And common statements used to avoid checkups as well. I'm all right. I can't complain. If the pain doesn't go away, I'll go to the doctor next week. I'm okay. There are people worse off than me. It's nothing really. And I actually would recommend that probably 6 monthly is a good time to go to checkups. And what I'm mentioning today also, those services that would help you, and health services. Now, Health Direct Australia is a free service and it's supported by the Australian government. And what it does, it provides safe, practical health information and advice. And it is a 24-hour service, and you can have a look. There's a lot of fact sheets online as well, and you can call them 24/7. And 13 Sick National Home Doctor Service as well. It's bulk billed, and it's after-hours doctor service that can visit your home. And lines are open from 6 p.m. weekdays, 12 noon Saturday, and all day Sunday and public holidays. And you can find out in your location. Now, what helps you manage your health? What helps you to eat well? We're all different. I think what helps me to eat well is when I stand on the scales and know that maybe I do need to start eating better. And that too assists me in getting regular exercise as well. And particularly when I feel, that walking up the stairs, makes me tired. I know that I have to eat well and get regular exercise. And are there any strategies, resources, or people that have helped you to keep healthy? And I think what's helped me is that my colleagues, and particularly when at lunchtime, when we are at work, that, we'll go and we'll walk for half an hour. And that certainly helps seeing other people do it as well. And other Some people find that gardening is fantastic, and going for a walk with a family member each week or several times a week, and also playing sport that you enjoy with friends and joining a team or walking group, and really making time in your weekly schedule for doing something active that you really enjoy. And there really are many health and healthy lifestyle resources available. And that does include government initiatives such as Get Healthy Services and others as well. And the Get Healthy information and coaching service, what it does, it provides a free coach. And the phone service is available on the 1300 number, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And they provide free telephone-based health coaching information and healthy eating and physical activity. And the phone line is staffed by qualified health coaches. And Active and Healthy is a web-based resource directory of community physical activity fall prevention programs and general activity programs for adults aged over 50 years and over. And it's designed to provide a high quality online directory of exercise programs in New South Wales to assist older adults to identify exercise programs in their area. And it may have changed with COVID-19, but it certainly is a good suggestion to check online. And what they are, they're evidence-based information for older adults on the benefits of physical activity and opportunities to increase their physical activity in their everyday life. And the evidence-based information for older adults on fall prevention strategies that really can assist a person reduce their risk of falling. And it might help you with the person that you're caring for as well. And it will show you when you go online on how you can find the exercise programs in your area. You go to find an exercise program at the bottom of their page, and just enter the search distance in the distance field underneath, and click the search, and they will come up. And sleep and rest is another area which you as carers often have difficulty with. And sleep and rest, what can you do? Try and sleep and rest when you can, so that maybe that the family member that you're caring for is asleep or they're at a activity, and give that time, take that time for yourself to have a nap, and try and at night not to drink coffee and watch and be too sort of energetic. And try, if you can, to share the care and take a break. And yes, with bedtime, try and reduce the stressful activities if you can. It's not always possible, I know that, but if you can, that would be great. And with sleep hygiene, routine, try and reduce the screen time. And try as well, because I know I if I'm going to watch television, I'll fall asleep. So I just go to bed and just lie there, and that generally helps. And yes, more information is available from the Sleep Health Foundation or your doctor as well. And yes, the Sleep Health Foundation is Australia's leading advocate for healthy sleep. And it aims to improve people's lives by promoting sleep, raising awareness of sleep disorders, and building partnerships with organisations. It's free, independent, expert-reviewed fact sheets on every aspect of sleep are available on their website. And that's in the information that you'll receive today as well. And it's also when you think of taking a break, think of what helps you take breaks. And as I said, we all have different ways of taking breaks. And you can just think of one or two that would really help you to take a break. And some of the examples can be, if you can, share the caring responsibilities among family, friends, and paid workers. And also, if you can look at paid care worker providing respite or taking the person you care for out to an activity like a day program. And it might be too that with the person or the people that you're caring for, with their NDIS package or their My Age Care package, that there may be some area in there where, yes, you can look at respite. And yes, if you can get a family member or friend looking after the person you care for so that you can have a break, particularly if you do have siblings that could help and other family members as well. It's also important to take care of your emotional well-being as well. Both physical and emotional well-being are very important, and they connect very much together, as we mentioned before, with the challenges of caring. And the tips on managing emotional well-being, and yes, we are all different. And one way of managing your emotional well-being is to recognize and manage stress. Now, there may be some parts of your stress that you can't manage at this point, but focus on what you can and understand your emotions. And again, look at them and see how you can manage them. And keep an active mind too. It certainly does help. I find doing crosswords and jigsaw puzzles does certainly help my mind. And pursue your passions. You know, it doesn't take long to pursue certain passions. And enhance your relationships with those that you're caring for, with other family members and friends as well. And that can include work colleagues also. And how do you know when you're stressed? I think we all do pretty much know when we're stressed, but it's good to think about it as well. And yes, the physical symptoms can include not being able to sleep, constant tiredness, headaches, skin rashes, change in eating patterns, for example, overeating or undereating, and also look at the emotional symptoms as well. And that can include feeling irritable, feeling oversensitive to people or events. And sometimes too, it can be something that you're reacting to that is quite small, but it's all built up and you will feel quite emotional and overly sensitive. And others can lose loss of interest too, loss of interest in their hobbies, loss of interest of going out. And poor concentration is another. And how do you manage the stress? Just think about one easy thing that you do when you're stressed that helps you feel better. For example, some people find colouring in makes them feel better. Some others feel, writing in their journal makes them feel better. So if you can think about those things and find the time to do it, that would be great. And yes, it's important to spot the early signs and take a stroll, exercise, and delegate tasks if you can, and listen to your body. That's why I find mindfulness helps with me, because I'm listening to my body and talk openly about it as well. And put your name on the to-do list. and also practice relaxation. What I find helps me is deep breathing exercises and the muscle relaxation exercises as well, and mindfulness. And how do Australians manage stress? Well, 85% watch TVs, movies, 81% spending time with family and friends, 81% focusing on the positives, 80% listening to music, and 75% reading. I don't think these answers are surprising. I think that what we can also look at doing too, what else can you do? You know, in some ways watching television's great, but there may be something that is more looking after your health and your body that could be in there as well. Now, mindfulness, and many of you are probably very aware of mindfulness, and it brings us back to the present moment. And what it does, it helps clear your head, and it helps you be more aware of yourself, your body, and the environment. And you can be very aware, for example, I may be about to do some mindfulness, and I notice that the lawnmower, somebody's mowing the lawn. Now, what I can do is accept it, accept the sound, but don't feel concerned about it. And then I can just go on and help and think of my thoughts and slow down the nervous system, and helps you to concentrate and relax, and can help you cope with stress as well. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on, and Carolyn, if you can't hear it, if you could let me know, that would be great. Hang on.
We just can't hear that quite yet, Felicity.
Pardon?
We can't hear that one just yet.
Okay. All right. It's not working, obviously. Hang on, I'll try it again. Thank you for letting me know. I'll start again. It's starting now.
Yeah, there's no sound from where I am. I might just get Charmaine, who's also on the call from IDFA, just to make a comment with if you can hear it.
I don't have to play it.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. No, okay. Yes, it generally works, but I apologise. So you can, if you haven't done it, there's a lot on YouTube, and I've also put the link to this particular one, which I do like, in the resource that you'll receive as well. Now, it is important with your emotional well-being to talk openly and contact the Carer Gateway to get practical advice and support. And I'll talk a little bit more about Carer Gateway in the last section. And also discuss your caring role with a family member or friend as well. And find a local carer support group to talk with other carers. And you can do that also by looking online through Carer Gateway, and also Carers New South Wales as well. And find a GP you can talk to and feel comfortable talking to as well. And if you can set healthy boundaries for yourself too, and you can say to others, look, I really appreciate you thinking of me, but I've really got too much on my plate right now. And I can't do today, but maybe next time. And always make, yes, I can do it next time, you know. I can't now, but I'll get back to you if anything changes. And thanks, but I already have plans. Do it in a way that isn't saying no, but it's leaving it open. And it is also okay to say no sometimes. And it's also okay sometimes to say no to the person or the people that you're caring for as well, just to give you a little break. But in that situation, yes, you need to make sure that, yes, they are looked after. They may be resting. They may be at an activity as well. And looking after your mental health and well-being. And the benefits can include really reduce the risk of health conditions. You know, if you are eating well and if you are exercising and you have more energy, yes, it will reduce the risk of a health condition and control weight, and also improve carers' mental well-being as well. And it also can reduce your stress and activity, which does improve a carer's mental health. For example, if a carer is feeling very anxious about, for example, COVID-19, accessing authoritative information, speaking to a professional and exercising, and making sure that the family member or friend that you care for is being cared for, it can help enormously. And suggestions to do things with others. Do something creative. Take time out, keep active and eat well. And treat yourself occasionally to something nice to eat as well.
Felicity, your slides are still on the meditation slide. I'm not sure if you wanted to just move the slides forward.
They're not going forward?
It's still on the meditation slide.
Oh dear. I wonder why it's done that.
Perhaps if you unshare and then reshare, you might be able to get up to the point that you're at.
Okay, I apologise.
Okay.
You did say it was informal. Okay, I'll try it again.
I think everyone's probably just enjoying the opportunity to take time out and relax, so there's no stress.
I think so too. Yeah.
So that's perfect now.
You can see it?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. I don't need to go back at all, do I?
No, that's okay.
No. Okay, excellent. Thanks for that, Carolyn. Okay, yes. No, I just want to move. And yes, eat well. And yes, self-care is, as I mentioned, extremely important. And what it really is, it is provided for you and by you. So you determine how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, and the time for it as well. And you identify your needs and take steps to meet them. And also do activities that nurture you and you really enjoy, and take proper care of yourself. And self-care action plan is not a bad idea to actually write one. And what it does, it's used to record your own health and wellbeing needs, how to address your health and wellbeing needs, or who to contact as well, and useful resources discuss as well. And this is just a copy of a self-care action plan. And what it does is, what is the health or wellbeing need? And it may be that you're not sleeping. It may be that you are stressed. And it may be that, yes, you really do need to see a doctor if, for example, you're a diabetic and you're not seeing your specialist. And then you look at, what will I do? Well, in the situation with obviously your health, yes, I will make an appointment to see my doctor. And when will I do it? Well, I will do it as soon as possible. And the resources or support I will need. And also, it's good to look in there as well. What obstacles are there to you in doing that health need as well. For example, the obstacle may be that the person that you're caring for really doesn't want others to look after them for the time that you're at your appointment or for the time that you go to a yoga class. So you need to look at how you can then go through that and to help. And with the resources. And some of it you don't really need many resources or support as well, particularly if it was doing some mindfulness and you could do it and just make sure that they're doing something or they can do it with you as well. And 10 self-care habits, what you might want to do. And yes, go for a walk is certainly one that you can do. And yes, go with family members and friends and meditate or do deep breathing. And I mentioned before, learn to say no, but only at times when it's not obviously a priority. Eat vegetables and fruit daily and start a journal and choose who to connect with and stop overthinking, which I've never really quite learned, but I will one day. And take a break when you need it and avoid emotional eating also. Have you lost me again?
Your slides have just gone from the screen, but we can still see you.
I'm there, but my slides aren't. Sorry. You can't see anything?
No.
Okay. I'll share. Can you see it now?
Yep, that's good now.
Oh, good. Thank you. And also, as I'm doing, laugh heartily. And I did go to laughter yoga today. And I was thinking, oh, I'm not going to like this, but I certainly did. And it's great. It didn't take very long either. And yes, how to squeeze in self-care. And you can do it. You can do it in 10 seconds. Just pause, take deep breaths, and express gratitude. Thank you for the beautiful day that I had today. Thank you for the sunshine. And thank you for the birds. And thank you for my friends who always call me to see how I'm going. And if you have 1 minute, just move your body. Get up, roll your neck, touch your toes and breathe out as well. And if you have 5 minutes, just get inspired. Read an inspirational piece, listen to a favourite song, although maybe some program on television, particularly some of those historical, and Arne, I find, with painting and his guests, I find that very inspiring. And if you have 15 minutes, wake up without your phone. You may need to check your phone to make sure that everything's in order, but then just put it down and just meditate, watch the sunrise or journal, and build in that time in the morning to set the tone for the whole day. Others might find it at nighttime, but morning time can help with the beginning of the day. And if you have 30 minutes, change your scenery. And you can do that with your family members. Have a picnic. You can have it outdoors or indoors, or you can go for a drive and then have a picnic. Now I'm almost finished now, and I've just mentioned some of the services and supports, and then the rest of them will be in the handbook. And yes, not sure whether you are aware of Carer Gateway, but if you're not, Carer Gateway, and it has been formally in existence since April last year, and the purpose of it is to provide services and programs for people like yourselves, for those who are caring for a family member or friend with disability, chronic illness, and aging, frail. And it's very, and there are different service providers, and it depends on your region and what you can get from it. You can use it by just ringing and just getting help and advice. For example, you may be want to know more about care allowance, or you may want to know what services are available. And also, there's in person and there's online. And with the in person, and at the moment, still, it's obviously changing. With the in-person is face-to-face, and it's also what we're doing with video conferencing as well. And it's with counselling that carers receive, free counselling. All the services are free. Counselling, emergency respite, and there are benefits too. There are 2 packages that are, and also I would suggest, if you aren't aware of it, to look at the website, and you'll find out more information. And Carers New South Wales, I suggest that you look at our website as well, because we have quite a lot of fact sheets and research, and there's a lot of new projects that are occurring at the moment as well. And yes, we do also have COVID resources, news updates, information advice, and carer hangouts. And carer hangouts for carers, they're fantastic. And I would recommend that you go 2 to 3. And it's carers talking to other carers. And with the news updates, it's not just about COVID-19, it's about other projects that we're doing and other news as well related to carers. And also emotional well-being. And yes, you're probably very aware of most of these. The Beyond Blue, Carer Gateway, as I mentioned, most of these, apart from Carer Gateway, are 24/7. The only time Carer Gateway is 24/7 if it's an emergency respite. And the Coronavirus Mental Wellbeing Support Service, Kids Helpline, Lifeline, Men's Line, the New South Wales Mental Health Line, Domestic Violence, and the Suicide Callback Service. And yes, the National Dementia Helpline, the Disability Gateway, the National Disability Insurance Scheme, My Aged Care, QLife web chat, and also telephone calls, and Head to Health as well. And I've put a little bit of information about all of those in the resource as well. Now, thank you very much for your time on that. And I'm sorry that there are a few little kerfuffles with it, but I hope it was helpful.
Thank you, Felicity, for that wonderful presentation. And we've just got more of a comment, I suppose, which I'll just read out to you. You might be able to offer some insights here. So one of our attendees tonight says that caring for someone with an immunodeficiency in an environment where there continues to be COVID in our community means that everything changes. Many people with immunodeficiency do not have a response to the vaccine. And then there's the issue of anti-vaccination within the extended family, friends, and support workers. It is overwhelming. So it's not so much a question as a statement that perhaps you'd like to respond to.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult situation. And it's obviously difficult when family and friends don't necessarily understand it as well. But I really would suggest that you do, if you haven't already, that you do seek assistance in terms of how you're coping with it and how you can help your family member as well. And certainly Carer Gateway would be one area where I suggest that you would ring and they would provide you with counselling, but they also can provide you with some assistance on where you can get more help as well. And I know that's not a 100% answer, but I hope it helps just a little bit. And
thank you, Felicity. And I think too, some of the strategies that you've suggested tonight, even like just taking that 5 minutes out to do some mindfulness, sometimes when things are overwhelming, that can sometimes help.
yeah.
And for our attendees tonight, we do have a list of resources that Felicity has provided us. So we are able to share those resources and websites and things with you when we send out the recording of our webinar. So just to talk a little bit about the work that IDFA do with our carers, we have a carer group on Facebook, and we are in the process of developing some more programs to support our carers. So I'd just like to recognise Charmaine Meredith, who's on the call tonight. Charmaine's recently started with IDFA in the role of Membership Support and Engagement Officer. And Charmaine's passionate about the work she does with us. And so she'll be engaging with carers and finding out what we can do to support yourself and how we can further support your family member or loved one who has an immunodeficiency. I've also just launched some polling questions about this webinar, so you might just like to take a couple of minutes to complete those questions to provide us with some feedback about the presentation. But I think you'll all agree that Felicity's done a wonderful presentation tonight with a whole range of strategies and some really practical and common sense ways of dealing with stressful situations and just being able to take time out of our day to really look after ourselves. And one of the resources that we will share with you is a self-care plan, so that you can actually plan some activities that you might like to do or that you enjoy doing when you have time to take a few minutes for yourselves. So just while you're finishing those polling questions, I'd just like to talk about the upcoming webinars that we have. For the remainder of the year, which is getting away from us very quickly, we will have a webinar on pain management on the 11th of November. And we'll also be running a couple of webinars on genetics. So if you're a carer of a family member or PI patient, you may be interested in the genetics webinar. Keep an eye out on your inbox. We will send notification of those webinars in advance, and you can also check the IDFA website. If you do want to watch any of our previous webinars, they're all available on the IDFA website, and we found that a lot of people really like to go back to some of those topics and revisit those. So in finishing up tonight, I'd just like to say thank you very much to Felicity for your wonderful presentation and for being such a great partner with IDFA. We really appreciate the work that you do and the work that Carers New South Wales does to support carers generally. I'd also like to thank our participants for attending tonight, and hope that you are sitting back enjoying a glass of wine or a lovely drink and some food, and perhaps that you might have another 10 minutes just to take a little bit of time out of your day and really appreciate the work that you do and really appreciate how valuable you are to your family and to your loved ones. So thank you everyone for attending. We will follow up by sending the recording out along with the resources, and please keep an eye on our website and on your inbox for upcoming webinars and other IDFA events. Thank you everyone. Good night.
Thank you.